Hi guys, it's Willow and I'm here with Franklin again today, and I thought I would do a spooky witch makeup tutorial while I talk about Baba Yaga for you. And we're just gonna jump right into it. First we're gonna take our foundation, Wet n Wild Photo Focus. And Baba Yaga was a Russian witch that lived in the forest, deep in the forest, in a hut with chicken legs that would run after people if they tried to escape her wrath. And sometimes she would have a fence made out of human bones around her hut. And once you have your foundation blended out, you're going to contour with the dark color being in the hollow of your cheeks, along your jawline, the sides of your nose, and I like to put one on my forehead. Something that's interesting about Baba Yaga is that she has a very dual personality. She would either be very helpful and wise or very wrathful and murderous. In fact, the word Baba means elderly grandmother and Yaga means wicked or snake-like. And then we're going to blend this out with upward motions on our cheeks and downward motions on our jaw. And since I'm going to be doing sort of a green swampy witch look, I'm going to take some green and go along the contours on our cheek. And a little bit on our jawline, because why not? I'm going to take some of my powder and I'm going to put it underneath my eyes to cover my dark circles and keep it from wrinkling there. Sometimes Baba Yaga was actually 3 different sisters, and they were all supposed to be so skinny that they looked like twigs with noses so long that when they laid down it would brush against the ceiling. Now I'm going to do a weird eyebrow look, so I'm going to try and cover up this part of my eyebrow with some white eyeshadow base. And then maybe put a little bit of foundation over that. And despite her dual nature, people would actually tend to seek her out more than she would seek anybody out herself. And most of them would want gifts or wisdom from her, thinking that if they were pure of heart, she wouldn't harm them. And now we're going to take our eyebrow pencil, and I'm using kind of a slightly darker brown, and I'm going to go straight up at an angle, following my natural eyebrow, but just continuing it upwards. And if you did manage to find Baba Yaga's house, it was a gamble whether or not she would eat you or help you, but she would usually give you tasks to perform for her, of which if you were able to complete them, then she would give you your request, and if you were unable to complete them, then she'd eat you alive. And now we're going to go in with some green eyeshadow and some brown eyeshadow. And I think I'm going to do the brown eyeshadow over my lid and then have the green go and extend outwards in sort of a V shape. We're going to have a lighter brown towards the tear duct and then a darker brown as we go out. And we're going to extend the lighter brown underneath our eye pretty far down. And Baba Yaga actually had a pretty big role in the sort of Russian Cinderella, where their Cinderella had a evil stepmother and evil stepsisters, just like the Cinderella you usually hear about from like Disney. And in an attempt to get rid of her, they told her to go to Baba Yaga to get fire for their fireplace. And she did as she was told. Now we're going to do the darker brown on the outer corner of our eye and the crease of our eye. But instead of eating her, Baba Yaga gave her a bunch of like chores to do in order to earn the fire. And Baba Yaga always kept her word. So after she was able to complete all the chores, Baba Yaga gave her the fire for her fireplace. So she took the fireplace back to her house and to the stepmother and the stepsisters, and the fire exploded and set the entire house on fire and killed the stepmother and the stepdaughters, freeing her, but in a very morose way, which is how Baba Yaga was. She was very dual-sided. So she did a good thing, but she did it in a bad way. And now we're going to add green underneath a little bit on the outer corner and around it, and then we're going to extend it upwards and to connect with the green in our cheekbone. And we've added a little bit of white underneath our eyebrows to sort of make them pop and help hide our real eyebrows underneath. So now we're going to go in with our eyeliner, and we're going to, of course, do that pretty much like usual and put a lot underneath so that we can smudge it downwards. And while the Russian Cinderella was with Baba Yaga, she noticed that Baba Yaga had 3 different riders. One was white representing the day, one was red representing the sun, and one was black representing the night. And that was because she was said to have control over the elements. And now we're going to do our liquid eyeliner in a large wing that expands upwards towards where our real eyebrow is, and that has the tear line extended to be pointed more like a hawk.
Hi guys, it's Willow, and I just thought I would add sort of a short explanation / PSA moment into this. And I just wanted to say, while I was filming, I had a lot of anxiety building up, and then around this part is where it really kind of hit me and my hands got shaky, and it made my eyeliner go wonky, and the lines that I draw later on my face are also kind of wonky and distorted from it. And I just wanted to say how long it took for me to figure out that that was anxiety I was having, because you can't really see it just looking at it. Most people say, oh, I had no idea you were having a panic attack right then. And that's because it's not always very visual. And not even doctors would believe me when I told them that I had anxiety. It took my anxiety getting so bad that I would be shaking so visibly that they couldn't help but see it. And I think that's an important thing to know. So, PSA over. Thank you. To clarify, I wanted to say that I meant it's important to know that you can't always see it when someone's having anxiety. So when your friends come to you saying they have anxiety, you should take it seriously.
Now I'm going to do some like war stripes. I don't know. Forgot to do my mascara again. And something that's interesting about Baba Yaga that kind of sets her apart from other witches and fairy tales is that she rode, instead of on a broomstick, inside of something called a mortar, which is a big bowl that you use to grind herbs in. And I think I'm going to go with a black lip on this one. Okay guys, I've added some fake leaves to my hair, and I think this is probably the completed look. Let me know if there's anything cooler I could have done with this, if you know any cool Baba Yaga facts, or if you are just generally interested, leave a comment down below. I was thinking for like a Halloween finale, I would write a scary story and read that for you guys. Let me know if that's interesting to you. And make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more from me. I always have fun filming these for you guys, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.